hello out there, wherever you are. As for me, well, I was just on my company's national sales meetings. This is the first time I got to meet a lot of people. Being a year in now versus when I was last up here for orientation, you're the new guy, but now you're kind of established. And working remote, you have a lot of names, but not a lot of faces. So it was nice to connect with those people, but it was a whirlwind of a few days. So heading back home today, but did want to check out, of course, my nearest natural wonder, Niagara Falls. And I'm actually in Niagara Falls State Park on the horseshoe side. I didn't realize America had a side of the park that went all the way to the Horseshoe Falls. So I just followed the signs. It was news to me. But we are going to check out today the Cave of the Winds. I had never been there for Cave of the Winds. I, of course, forgot to bring sandals. I heard sandals were provided, but a bag isn't. So you have to carry your shoes. So I'm going to try to hit up a gift shop, see if I can find a cinch bag, put some stuff in, and we're going to check out the Cave of the Winds, Niagara Falls, New York. Let's go.
This is Robert Stack, and when I'm not solving mysteries, I'm watching Tomwashere.
There's the Journey Behind the Falls experience, the Canada side version of the Cave of the Winds over there. Very cool. I mean, color me naive because I am, but I didn't realize Niagara Falls State Park extended all the way up to the Horseshoe Falls. I didn't realize there was an observation point up here. I was never really on the US side a ton. When I was younger, we would always go to the Canada side because there was no passport requirement. And then everybody was like, well, the New York side sucks. You don't get the good views and everything, but it's actually a really nice view of the falls. It's not bad. So I got my ticket, Cave of the Winds. It was $19, and I'm here at 11 a.m. My ticket time is listed as 11:28, so there might be a little bit of a wait. I'm here on Saturday, and it's busy, but not to the point where it's hours long, unless there's, I guess, something major going on here in the area. But yeah, it's they seem to move people quite along, and I did ask an important question. I always heard that they provide sandals for you, but they don't provide you anything to put your shoes in. There aren't any lockers, there aren't anything. And so when I asked the lady at the ticket counter and I said, what do you do with your shoes? She's like, it's fine with any shoe. It doesn't your feet don't get as wet as they say it is. So we're gonna put her to the test on that. We'll see how that goes.
It took 12,000 years for the falls and the river to dig out the gorge, in much the same way the Colorado dug out the Grand Canyon. Now when we leave here, we're going to go to the whirlpool. Now the whirlpool said pretty much the halfway point of the gorge is 3.5 miles back upstream to the falls, 3.5 miles downstream from the start. And it's a spot in the river where the river is basically taking a right-hand turn. Well, even though they're taking half of the water this time of the day, it's still too much water for just to make that right. So it rotates counterclockwise, and it's the only whirlpool in the northern hemisphere that rotates in that direction. Hey,
So maybe I was having a bad day when I was at Made of the Mist, but Cave of the Wind ponchos, much easier to put on than Made of the Mist ponchos, in my opinion. You know, I rode Made of the Mist on the Canadian side when I was much younger, so I can't speak for that. But rode the American side last year, and I had a hell of a time putting on that poncho. This one, very simple and easy. So maybe it was just a bad luck. Maybe I got a bad version of it, but it was a better one. There's the Horseshoe Falls. Lots of birds going out today. Now what is that? That's not Made of the Mist. They have red ponchos. That's something else, but interesting. Niagara City Cruises. I assume that's something different. I don't know. Cave of the Winds trip starts here. Let's go for it. And this is self-guided, so there's not like a tour guide or anything like that. So you can walk at your own pace. You can kind of stand around, pose for pictures, do, you know, all the stuff you want to do. So that's pretty cool. That is intense. Man, really. Wow, this is more steep than the PPG Paints Arena steps. Man, it's my goodness. That is a steep set of stairs. Now, if you Google search Cave of the Winds, it says you get sandals. You do not get sandals. I don't know if that changed recently or they just are giving out too many sandals. You get a poncho and that's it. Good luck with everything else. So good to know. And you traveling to Cave of the Winds and you do a Google search and you're like, oh, sandals? Yeah, there's no sandals. Wear appropriate footwear. The Horseshoe Falls, there it is. Look at this. That is intense. That's where you're heading up to. That's wild. This is intense. Look at that. Wow. That's incredible. I don't even think you can hear me. Wow, that is unreal. We go up there. Wow. That is absolutely incredible. Ooh, the hurricane deck is intense. Wear appropriate footwear. My feet are soaked. I have to do a shoe change when I get in the car.
What are you doing? Why are you running?
Now that we're away from the falls and I feel more confident that you can hear me, if you go up to the hurricane deck, or actually the middle deck heading up to the hurricane deck, which is one you have to go to anyway, your feet will get wet. So as much as the person said, well, your feet don't really get wet, especially if you go up the hurricane deck where it's pouring water on top of you, your feet will for sure get wet. So wear appropriate footwear. But what an intense, incredible experience that was. It was unreal. That was awesome. And, you know, I mean, it's, you know, between the little tour and the little slideshow and stuff, but that experience is not like a super long one. And I guess you can stay here as long as, I mean, I wouldn't recommend staying here for hours, but I mean, I can film, you know, this here. You can stay here. Nobody rushes you along, even though it is a very busy, popular attraction. But yeah, incredible experience. And if you're in Niagara Falls, beyond Made of the Mist, which I would highly recommend, I recommend this as well. It's really awesome. Well, that'll wrap it up for the Cave of the Winds experience, Niagara Falls, New York. Guys, thanks so much for watching. If you are new here, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to support me on Patreon like John Bailey did, you can do so. Link is in the description below. If you'd like to buy t-shirts, wait a minute. Tomwashere t-shirt, you can do so at Spreadshirt, as well as links to my eBay store, Facebook page, Instagram, Clubhouse, and the Pennsylvania Autograph Collectors Association. Links are in the description below. But when it comes to the Cave of the Winds, Niagara Falls, New York, I can officially say, my name is Tom and I was here. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Bye, everyone.